Um, hold on. Hold on. How do I flip flip it like that? So it's facing this way. Yeah. I just push the power button. It still doesn't. It's pretty neat. It's almost like a console. Like it's almost like everything but Steam. So here's what's happening with Steam. I accidentally went to new after fixing it last week. I went into no sig mode. I went to signature mode by accident because Avast had some shitty update again, and you know, every now and then you slip up, and I slipped up, and Avast gave me $2, whatever. So then the hell began with Steam again, where the controller drivers get fucked up. I mean, it's stupid, but it's there. Anyways, so this morning was kind of annoying. Anyways, since I'm live right now, I'm just gonna say that my yeah, let me check the cell phone, see. Yeah, okay, I'm live. I definitely don't like Steam. Like, I don't like this platform, and I don't like the web browser. And I don't even touch the web browser because I don't like how it's made for just you know, a certain controller. I just don't like Windows either. Like, I don't like the platform. Um, but I have to use it in order to play the games I've tiered in. And I'm not gonna not use it. Anyways, yeah, so Steam is literally like it's conveniently, you know, really bad at stuff. I could show off my comic collection for a live feed. I have a really good comic collection, but I'm not going to. Um, I'm just gonna complain about Steam right now. Like, okay. Um, I'm not sure if it's different or not. But, it likes to do whatever it wants. Like, I think it's more sensitive today right now. Because I went to administrator mode, it will change your controllers. So it's more sensitive right now. Like the look is probably more sensitive. Let me see if the D-pad works. Sometimes the D-pad won't work. Yeah, right now the D-pad isn't working. So that's proof that they're doing something with the controller. So we're gonna put this in like I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm gonna have to reinstall Steam again and put it in. Um, put it in. I don't know why the button's doing that. I'm gonna have to reinstall Steam again and put it in. And delete the registry values, because the registry values is where they get you, because you can reinstall it many times and the registry values will still manipulate the controller. Like system restore is off, or I guess someone disabled it because they found out that system restore fixes computers, but the Windows server disabled it. I don't like these people. They're cowards. Like, they can't even fight anyone. Like, if I fought them, I'd beat them up. Yeah. They can't fight. That's the problem. That's their problem. They just use their brain. But your brain won't your brain won't like save you from being killed, you know. You can be killed one way through old age and death, or another way through honor, you know, by fighting the enemy that you're attacking. And Americans don't understand that the PS4 is better than the Xbox 360 for that reason. Because the PS4, you can't get in the PS4. Like, none of this bullshit ever happens on a PS4. I mean, look at this web browser right here. Look how horrible it is. I'm gonna try and navigate on it again. Like, it's so bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to enter. You know, I can't just press a button. I have to go to enter for that one. Oh, look, the controller cursor is disabled. Do you see that? Like, last time it was enabled, now it's disabled. You're just so great at what you do. Like, this is embarrassing, man. These the people who work for these corporations are embarrassing. They're like, oh my god. I'm surprised they don't wear diapers. Like, they're fucking babies. Let me see here. So my controller doesn't even work right now, but last time it did. Oh, guide button should be off. It keeps turning back on. Like, you're so gay for using signature mode, you know? You just waste my time. Like, and you're a coward for doing it, for using the registry. Like, you're gonna go extinct. Yeah. I'm gonna be sure of that. I'm gonna be very sure of that. Um, hmm. So, yeah. No controller today. I mean, a few hours there was. So what happens is, if you put in system restore mode, which the gay empire disabled, I don't, I really don't like computers. So notice how, like, yesterday's system restore mode was fine, but today it's like, you know, I can't use it anymore or something. Like, shit, you're so stupid. No system restore points. This happened, like, with my updates. Like, I was using it one day, and then it said no updates by the operating system. Like, why would you buy something that someone else controls and does background checks and does, like, all this bullshit? You know, like, I hate them, man. I think they're gonna die someday. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and I literally think they're gonna die someday. Like, I'm serious. They're gonna, like, really die. Um, uh, so now we have to reinstall Steam again to figure out what the problem is. Besides for that, I'm trying to think. So this is how you reinstall Steam. Uh, Let me open my bank account and my phone number is on it. You fucking faggots. God. Um. Hmm. Do you know what uh, a console does? It plays things da 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 offline. It can play anything offline. It doesn't need your services. God, it's so embarrassing. It's like dealing with actual babies. Um, hmm. So Steam's the only problematic thing I have on my PC. Opera's not problematic. Explorer, like the whole Windows platform, actually is like, but that's because I'm not gonna say that, but it's Steam and Microcop. Like, are they trying to be a hero or something? Like, they're not a hero because I didn't just play PlayStation 4. Like, it's just so unstable. The the platform itself. The platform is very unstable. Um, hmm. K Empire. Shit. Let's see what it's doing to you. Mm, nothing. Basically, it's doing nothing to you. Just a baby that doesn't know how to control itself. Like, you can't see a bigger picture. That's why you have enemies. Because something like God probably fucked you up. Anyways, I'm not religious or not cultist or anything, but I think I do think like their time on Earth is very limited. Um, in a general sense of the word. Uh, so I'm gonna show you right now back to topic. I'm gonna show you right now. That is just a commercial break on, you know, if it is controlled by a human, these computer registry like glitches, like just come over my house, you know. I'll show you what a real human can do. Fuck, I'd fuck you up if you gave me any proof. Like, hey, just come over to my house and be like, hey, I work at Reston Town Center, Microsoft Corporation. I'm the guy who used your IP address and hashed your registry to, you know, to manipulate your device software because if you paid for Windows, it would still be manipulated because we constantly do updates. I mean, we just I mean, it's the worst technology on the planet. It's just so bad. So right now I'm gonna see what Windows update does. So this used to turn on after I did, like a few years ago. It used to turn on after I did, you know, restore mode, whatever, gay maintenance, gaydar maintenance. Like I wouldn't like to reinstall Windows, but I can. I'm not gonna say I'm totally ignorant. Like I could probably reinstall Windows too. And it gives me this error. Maybe the error changes around because it's your server. I mean, you just suck, basically. You suck so much. You suck at what you do, and you suck at who you are as a human being. Like, what is this, for instance? While we're waiting. What is this, man? Why is DLL host always come up? It's only supposed to come up through folders, like if you pull a folder up maybe. And then it's supposed to go away, I guess? Like, why? A lot of these programs, like, can manipulate the speed of your PC. Looking at PS4, Xbox 360. Don't even look at those consoles, though. Like, you're not even honored to look at something like that. And I'm even seeing this I'm even giving Xbox 360 credit, even though it does the same shit. It goes into other people's accounts, too. But I'm even giving that more credit than a PC for gaming. Because it never messes up, and the servers never mess up, and nothing on it really ever messes up. Like, you don't see the video card drivers fail. You just don't see anything bad with it. I swear to God, man. Like, I'd pound your face in if you just admitted that was your living. Like, if that was what you did for a living. Like, I'd fucking strike you with a bat, like Lord Shiva. I just came down from the fucking astral plane on your ass. Oh my God. You're like a baby. A baby's baby. Like, you can't even admit that your technology just sucks. it does too. I mean, it definitely does. Wow. It's, I still play this game even though you deleted my league, asshole. Like, they're really on it this month. What is this, like? Is this like computer? Oh, it's Aquarius, so that makes sense because it's a zodiac. Like, what a baby. You can't admit everything's the same. Like, what? Never saw someone that stupid. Any Microsoft employee's gotta be that stupid. Like, I don't care what type of coding you do and what school you do it on. The matter of the fact is that you're keeping the code through EU CLA agreement. You're keeping the code from people. You're keeping from people accessing the code. So that right there is stupid enough. So people can't even learn and do things with computers. Like, what? Like, they can't manipulate the code. That's so stupid. If it's so useful, then why is it only used for Adobe Photoshop, web browser, and games? Like, that's not a useful platform. That's a useless platform. If what if like PS4 comes out with Google Earth and Adobe Photoshop, you know, with a stencil program or something? Like, or what if iPhone comes out with Adobe Photoshop? Like, then you're fucked. Your computer's so useless. Like, I don't even understand why they're so fascinated with my account. Like I'm a nobody in the universe. Like, what? Like, baby goo goo gaga? Oh my god. Anyways, I'm still cheering a little bit in this. But my god, man. I don't like this game too much because, you know, the people here are massive cheaters. But I do like the co-op mode. What? Yeah? What? Anyways. Yeah? I'm online and I'm just going to tell my mom that Microsoft employees have babies.
Go eat at Mason.
Now I'm cool.
Where is your plate that you eat a plate?
Yeah.
Okay, bring me the plate. Go with Igor no Mason.
I don't want to go to Mason. That's strange. Someone got bad contact here. Yeah.
Pederasta. Because your father said pederasta, you know, he said porn. He don't like people, he said porn. He don't like people. He don't like himself.
Hey, you're on
Torres another one.
the internet.
What you doing?
Filming on the internet?
What you doing?
Filming on the internet.
The only one.
I'm testing the internet to film. So I'm filming on it.
Can you hear? Is one coming? I hope.
Yeah.
I can't stand it anymore. Buy a pizza and we eat pizza tonight. Everybody together.
Yeah.
With wine. Pizza and wine.
Yeah. Do you have one?
I buy one. Go there, buy one. Buy everything you want.
Do you have that credit card?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, I'll go buy some stuff at Safeway.
A famous journalist, you saw that one,
I don't see the credit card anywhere. Does Igor have it? I just wait for Tuan or something. Anyways, that is retarded. I can't believe that shit. Look, Steam's even on my background. Why? It's such a bad platform. I just need background game paper because that's all a computer's good for is games, notes, and internet and Adobe Photoshop, and that's it. That's all it's good for. Right, so I'm gonna fix my moped now. Cause yeah, I don't have two problems, I have like 5 in one day. I kinda lied, I didn't fix it yet. I just checked some wires for continuity. So I'm gonna fix it right now to show you that you're not in control of shit, man. Steam just sucks. I just got so pissed off at it because I was on it all the time. So I got kind of mad. Mad at Steam for being it. Wait. Should I... If I take out the screws... Now, like, sorry. If I uninstall Steam, then... uninstall Steam, then take out the screws of Steam. You know, like if I take out the registry values when I uninstall it, which I forgot to take out the registry values, and that's why it's kind of funky right now. That's why Steam doesn't work. Oops. Huh. This is broken too. All year round. I've worked all year round. Still slow. So what we're doing is we're just looking at the wiring panel on this. Mind you, I'm using my light for a charger. So I'm gonna go get my cell phone light because that's required. It's required, actually. No, I'll just unscrew it. The cell phone light won't be needed till later. Until I fix the problem. But I'm gonna fix it for you right now. What's happening is the spark plug, the spark isn't turning on. It just failed on the middle of the red, like this stupid ass short wrench failed right now. The spark plug failed. That's exactly what happened. I have LED and I'm really disorganized and I forget very easily. So I don't know where half of my tools are half of the time. Okay, let's see here. Damn it. I seriously don't know where my foreheads went. Like, I can't find them anywhere. What? Oh, yeah, there it is. Here's one. This T. Yeah. I'm a pretty good mechanic, so I can do this blind without a light. Now, he's gonna come down and ask something. That's the EG.
You want to go to George Mason?
No. I'm gonna work. I'm actually full.
Oh, all right. Keep up there?
Yeah, something quicker, you know, cause I have to do stuff.
Yes, you
George Mason takes too long.
Yeah, I'll have phone book to do myself too.
Like I like George Mason once a month. I mean once a week, because of the variety of food, and it gets me really full.
Oh,
But something closer.
okay, yeah.
Actually, Mom said you can buy wine if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. But if I go to Chipotle, you have to go with me.
Yeah. So when do you want to go?
Whenever you're ready, could you let me know? Or maybe at 7 or whatever.
Yeah, okay, I'll go right now then.
Yeah.
I'm live streaming. Yeah, so what's happening is that I tested the continuity in all these wires already, and the ignition cable, and the CDI. So I have one thing left, and that's the upper harness has a bad connection to the solenoid. I've had that happen before, but this time the lights went on. Last time it didn't go on, but one time the lights went on and it happened. It happens a lot. It's a very common issue, and it happened on that moped a lot too. It's always the people think it's this and that. It's always the ignition cable going up to the dashboard. Huh?
I don't want to fight with Mom, so just looks like a group here or something. You might have to go with one.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if Tuan, I'm not sure if Tuan's coming, so you probably get your pizza on your
Yeah.
own or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
With Tuan, right?
Yeah, I'll do something quick.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Check this out. I think this works now. See how the water goes there? It's supposed to go down here, flood, and go back in there, through there, and do a little. I don't actually know. I'm still working on it. So, this is very exciting. Yeah, we can work on the moped now then. I'll show you what I mean by the upper harness always being defective. Because I take it up the hill and stuff, so it'll come loose. Hold on. Basically, that means, yeah, you're not even in control. These are small screws, I forgot. I actually forgot if these are big or small and how to do this. It's been months. Usually if it is something like black magic, I don't know. I've had weird things happen recently. Like very recently, I've had my lead disappear from my account while I was on my account, so I witnessed it. I heard some people know the jinn, and they can manipulate reality to their liking. As if like I'm a girl now, I'm like, whatever. Beat you up, I'll probably beat you up. the LED thing where I put a screw down. Where did I put the screw down? Yeah. No one knows where I put the screw down. There it is. Okay. It's the strangest Craigslist sale I've ever had in my life. Where when I bought this thing, like it looked totally like a scam. Like he was trying to scam me. And I was like, what the hell? It ended up not being a scam. Like it works. It worked for a year or so. But I don't know. Like if we find engine compression on top of this bad spark plug, then it's a scam. And he got me. Unfortunately, I do background checks too, just like your neighborly friendly micro cop. And that's $500. So I know who exactly. Like that guy, Joel is dumb, dude. Joel in Manassas, I know exactly who you are. Like I know you hired a kid to scam me on this. If the engine compression is bad on it, I don't know. The problem with hiring a kid to do your dirty work is that he was ignorant and he started lying, and I asked more questions. And he showed me exactly where your house was, and it matched the house on the registry. I know exactly who you are, though. And he went to give the other half of the money to you, you know? Fucked up your house, man. I know exactly where you are in Manassas, man. Hold on, that's gonna be tricky. I know exactly. You can't do a scam like that. It's like I told the kid, this is a scam. This thing breaks down. So I got scammed already with that thing. I was like, this thing breaks down, dude. I'm coming back. And he was like, he got really paranoid, and then he started like showing me shit. He started saying he was in Iraq. I was a 16-year-old kid in Iraq, dude. Like, I went to Iraq. Anyways, it was just a very strange sale, you know? It just sounded very strange. So I got more information about Manassas. Like, I drove around it and everything. Just in case, I can play the enemy, man. It'll shut Mr. Jewel down, man. It'll shut him up. Tell him not to scam. I'm not gonna mention his last name because I'll get in trouble. Yeah. I know exactly where the pin drops in the hole. You know, I get him. Basically, the spark plug did fail, right? So it's not working right now. But after we start the spark plug up, we're gonna know if the engine has bad compression, which means it won't start. That engine has bad compression, yeah. And everything I just mentioned is actually true. The guy was totally sketched out. He became nervous when I started, mentioning things. And what mechanic, with a mechanic report, what mechanic, like I had this thing, a month after the sale, the belt breaks, and the belt is like really old, and like it was definitely gonna break old. What mechanic would would miss something like that. He wrote that he paid $500 for repairs, and he wrote in pencil with smudges, and he didn't give it to me until I I cell phoned him, until I messaged him that if he doesn't, I can get the cops down there. That's how I got the the receipt from the fake mechanic. So that wasn't your dad. You were just dropping off money from a scam. That was the main guy who collaborated on the Craigslist scam. Let's hope let's hope I'm right, because I really want to fuck up your mailbox and maybe break a window or two. I'm not gonna lie, I'll just stab your tires. Because, I worked hard on that other moped, and that scammer got away with it. So I worked hard on this moped. You're not gonna get away with it, because $100 I can do for a scam. But $500 under a year and 700 kilometers, I can't do that. Did I take this out already? My LED. I do sometimes don't remember things. I mean, like 80% of the time. Oh yeah. So we have 3 screws. And I think one got stuck right here. No. Yeah, I think it's out. But I have spares of this, so I don't know where it went, but hey, right now we don't care. Like I said, I mean business. I'm just gonna teach him a lesson though, if I find out. Like, I'm just gonna give you back what the hard work that you gave me. That's all I'm honestly doing. Because I'm in control of the situation now that I have all the information of you on my computer. Like, I have everything I know about you. I'm gonna run up to your house, I'm gonna pop your fucking tires or some shit. Not with nails, with a knife. So it won't be repaired. And that's an actual threat. Yeah. We're looking for scissors. Or something like sharp. I go over here to this old work computer. I don't work for Amazon anymore, but I do work at home. Yeah. Fucking up, man. Never hire a kid on Craigslist when you do a scam. He'll get really paranoid. Really paranoid. He'll even say he went to Iraq. That's how paranoid he got. Anyways. It's his moped too. Like, I don't know. He'll like set up the scam though. There. Turn this bullshit. It don't work in America. Fuck. Fucking English immigrant. You think they're all evil and know black magic and shit or something. You're a fucking retard. Anyways. We do need the, now that I think about it, we need the, you just get in trouble like 4 years later when you do a crime, you do that, right? I'm gonna find out if God was protecting you. This is how God is protecting you. Right now, we're finding out that the spark plug did come loose, that the spark plug does not work. So I have to fix that first. Like, that's so bullshit. I so swear it might be an engine compression, which can happen anytime with a scam. Like, that's funny though. That is funny. You're a funny man. 30 years old, fucking with a mansion. What are you, like a lawyer or a cop? Shit. I'm gonna fuck that guy up. I'm gonna fuck his property up. Like, what are you doing scamming people with a fucking mansion like that? Never seen that before. And Manassas is my fucking job now. I gotta go right up to your house. Anyways, here's a situation here. There is one. We gotta take out that wire right there and reroute it so that it can start the moped. That's supposed to be loose. This is all really tight, and I'm really speculating on this aeroid. Like, I'm not gonna find it right away, so we're gonna do some continuity tests on the wires. Because continuity, bad wires, is the first thing you have to look for when all else fails. I think God saved you and like the stator broke. That's what I think. I think he saved Mr. Joel from a fucking, I don't know what I would do. That'd be like the beat down of your life, dude. I'd come up to you. You're only 30 years old. Think about it. You wouldn't even be that big. Because I would have a gun. I got pop. But I have lots of guns around. That's just so messed up. Hold on, I don't have a pocket. Don't scam people with $500 with mopeds that at most a working moped would have at most a 3-year service, a 3-year service schedule. I had like 5 fucking, say I'm the service guy. I had like 5 fucking service schedules here. Squeaky brakes, light bulb went out. I took out the stator. That wasn't charging the battery. The battery was just dead, so I replaced the battery. Amazing, man. Amazing. I took out the rear wheel. I didn't take out the carburetor yet, luckily. Oh, like that's gonna be annoying. That would be annoying. Like I literally took out the rear wheel and exhaust, and I found out that your dumbass didn't put a bolt on the exhaust, and your dumbass didn't put a bolt on the starter, which I have to still do. Like, but the starter's been tested. It works. Not the starter. So there's no spark, but it's not the starter. Um, so fucking dead. They're so dead if I find that spark. If I find that spark and that engine doesn't go on, dude, that's the end. Mr. Jewel, you're dead, man. I'll fuck up your property. That's gonna be more than $500 when I fuck up your property, by the way. Like I do rear view windows and everything, man. Fuck my up. Know exactly who you are. Know exactly where you live. But no one's dead, motherfucker. Trying to say you're that kid's dad. What the fuck? Are you okay? You're that kid's dead guy walking. Where is a rubber band so I can... Let me get some pants on it. My jump pack is falling. Like you're gonna like it too. Ended your scam career. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. I won't end it, but I'll slow it down. We're gonna find that shit out right now. See if I got scammed on last year of January. Yes, it's been a year, but you gotta understand I barely use a moped. I only have 700 kilometers on it. And, you know, the situation did seem sketchy, and more sketchy as things started breaking. Like, it seemed really sketchy. Like, power meter is, yeah, you're gonna like power, dude. You're gonna like the power. The power fucking up while owning that house of yours. Little scammer. Dude, you'll run into scammers every day. But on Craigslist, they become a nuisance. Where is the... see, my LED puts things in weird places. Like, why would I put it over here? Like, I always miss where I'm putting things. Shit. So we're gonna test the front and the back of this wiring harness, starting with very simple. The black and white wire is the wire that's causing the problem. This one right there. Fucker. Yeah. I can't believe God saved your ass. I think he actually did, because if I can't get the spark plug to work, you're home clear because I honestly will think it's a stator issue, and stators are hard because you have to buy new ones and shit, and that will be in the spring or much later. I seriously think the spark went out, so like a god that was unjust, you know, like a false god or a false prophet had saved your ass. That's what I honestly think. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? People with ED are always fighting. think we found a bad wire. I have to do more research. I'm not exactly a professional here. Huh. Wait. The CDI isn't even hooked up. Damn it. What the fuck? Alright, now it's getting serious. Sorry, that's a major delay right there. Someone stole my CDI. Okay. That's a major delay right there. Someone came downstairs and took my CDI. Damn it. Shit. And I'm reading 3 screws right now. I'm reading 3 screws right now. What the hell? I'm reading 3 screws. Here's the 4th one. 2 top, 2 lowers. The CDI, right? The CDI. Where? What? Wait. Someone took my CDI from my moped to make me look like I'm nuts or something. I just don't understand why you took my black CDI. Alright. This guy, that ED guy you saw earlier, he's definitely bonkers taking my fucking fish sometimes. Like, he can't even control it. You can't even ask him anything because he doesn't control his actions. I'm actually just waiting for his life to fall apart. Like, he kills someone else's pet animal. Shit, that guy's bonkers. But I don't approve. Like, I can't do anything about a schizo. Schizos have a, oh, there it is. Okay, why did I take my CDI out? So we're looking for this black wire right here, black and white, because it's going to the ignition. And you just want to see if it has continuity. Okay. Oh shit, man. Maybe I took the CDI out. I don't remember. I remember I have LED, so I don't remember. That guy is fucking bonkers. Yeah, it's fine. It's going good to the CDI. That's all we have to know. It's the CDI's better. All you have to really know. What the CDI does is, well, you saw the lights turn on, so I have no fucking clue. Like, I guess it takes the ignition voltage and puts it to the ignition for a spark. That's what I think it does. But I'm not sure. I'm not. What?
Bring your plate.
Yeah, later.
Later, not with the machine is empty. Come here.
Okay.
Bring the plate.
Mine headache with this cell phone on my head. But, yeah, if I can find a better way to do this, I will. This is my second live feed, and I'm very impressed with the live feed on Apple.
You buy what you eat, okay? I'm not going to eat anymore until I have my house. I have divorce. Thank you.
Yeah.
Olha, o Igor vai fazer food for you because Ericão is not here. You want the orange? No, because the orange are good.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
It's leftovers are from today.
Yeah, it looks like we don't need food.
Yeah, they put something on it. No dressing. And the orange here.
Yeah, I'm coming back up. I'm actually kind of full. I'm back to getting wings. I call him Weens because he made the sale on Weens Road at his girlfriend Raven's house in Manassas. Instantaneously, I knew that wasn't even his house because he had a brand new Tao right behind him. And it made me think, because I owned a Tao. It made me think, that people knew who I was and saw me driving the Tao around. So I don't think the Tao was even his. I think it was like his girlfriend or friends. And he just didn't seem like he wanted to hang out. Like he seemed very suspicious. Like he didn't want to really hang out. Like he just didn't think that he wanted to do something for money. Let's just say that. So I know who Weens is. He called himself Mike. His name's Weens. When a jock makes picks around with I call him Weens because I'm the jock picking on him because he's actually doing something illegal. And I didn't want to not give him the $500 that day because the moped looked like shit. And so what I did is I just bought it. Because I looked at it and, I said, I could do minor repairs, nothing major. But I do think he didn't service it, and I do think there was a major engine problem. Why? The oil can be black, but what got me is something very auspicious, like a month ago at least, that it would start losing power. That's a sign of engine compression. So I'm just saying, I want at least $200 of my dollars back, or else. This was not worth $500. When I bought it, it was worth $200. It didn't even look like this. But it's much better now. I'm gonna get my revenge for that. So I have to look at the diagram because I haven't worked on a moped for like a year. Like on the wiring of it. Like I forgot everything. So let's go on the computer and look at the wiring. computers suck, by the way. It's like I just had so much problems with computers. No signature mode has signatures. That's a problem. Um, so I don't know why, but my controller drivers keep glitching up. And that would never happen on a console, so I'm gonna complain about that. That's just gonna reinforce my action against Wien. To tell you the truth, if you're corrupt and you're earning that much money, you're gonna be put down. Your friend's gonna be put down. That taxpayer's gonna be put down for doing something bad. And you shouldn't even be working in the United States. I keep stressing this. Like, you work in the United States by disobeying the Constitution, and you have to work somewhere else if you do that. If you work as a criminal organization, you're just reinforcing my beliefs. That's all you're doing. You can't work in the United States. Very obvious. If you do crime through business, you can get all the police you want against me. You'll never find out when, how, or if I'm gonna do it to you. But I do have background checks. I do background checks, and I do pay for background checks. So I'll even give you the House of Wings, not the house of my target, the house of the guy who scanned me, who owned the moped last. Is the target, not Wayne's. He didn't even own the moped. Get it? How is a 16-year-old? How is he 27? And how did he go to the army? I think he was just talking about his so-called dad. I'm gonna get you, Wayne. I'm gonna get you. So I'm just gonna give you a gist of where Wayne's lives, where he did the sale. He did this sale at his girlfriend Raven's house. He was 23. I'm guessing this kid was like 19 at most. I call him Wings because he used a fake name and he was bad. He was really goofy and bad at, saying the fake name. Like sometimes he would forget. You'd forget what he was saying. Like, my name's Mike. Yeah, you never want to do that. You never want to do that. But it was so hard to get there. Like, it took like an hour of my day. I told you, Wayne. Yeah. That's exactly where you were staying on the sale. And I guess your girlfriend had a new Tao. That's probably not yours. You think you're smooth and everything, but you're just getting other people in trouble by helping someone for an extra buck or two. You don't want to help a criminal. You don't want to deal with. Now you got your fucking boss in trouble, man. Now you're fucked. Fucking Williams. That's him right there. Anyways, let's get back to work on the moped. What is he gonna do? Come over here? Like, that guy is so scrawny. Like, I swear to God, I could flick him and his bones would break. He was really weak, like really skinny. Anyways, I hate working on mopeds. I don't like to do it. I definitely don't like to do that. But it'll teach you a lesson. You fucked up bad when you went to his house. Like, what the fuck, dude? You got too greedy and you wanted to use my car. That's what happened. Weems fucked up bad, dude. And why was it that you kept pointing out cops in Manassas like you were scared of them? You were like, there's a cop. I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't even talking about cops. I had to change topics and say, oh yeah, lots of cops here. What's this, by the way? Oh, that's another ground. We're not using that. Oh yeah, we my LED, right? We wanted to look for a diagram. Our learning disabilities, I forget very easily. We wanted to look for a diagram, right, on a moped circuit, because we were trying to fix this stupid moped. I told you I was dangerous, man. Your boss is gonna find out soon. We just have to verify that the ignition, the spark plug fires up. Once we get that spark plug fired up, we can verify that the engine broke. I told him I was going to come back in a year if the engine didn't break. But of course, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he gets his girlfriend in danger. Like, oh, what? Who's that? I did a background check, and it's not. And he was just working for someone. You know, he was probably getting like $50 out of it or something. Where is this circuit? Right here. This is a circuit that I usually use. So we have CDI going to the kill switch. So we gotta test that out. And lo and behold, that's what we didn't test out yet. We'll first test the continuity of the ignition switch, then the kill switch. Like that, and then that. Because what's going from the CDI is the coil, Y and B. Yellow and black. Okay, yellow and black coil, CDI, kill switch, black and white. Yeah. Ow, my head hurts. Yeah. So, maybe it's not straight or something. Yeah, they're not straight. Alright, so black and white CDI, yellow and black ignition switch. Why is it black and white here? Now I'm confused. Okay, I got it. Shut up. Black and white ignition. Oh. I'm actually not that good at this. Because I'm alive online, you know. So, very simple. Here's the black and white 4-prong. 4-prong, black and white. I'll be seeing black and white when I move on you, man. And what we have to do is verify that this has good continuity. Yes, it does. So if that has good continuity, then we go and make sure that that's the yellow and black. I actually just forgot. Like, I have a diagram here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Huh. But it's not color coded, so it's kind of useless. Okay. Yeah. So here's the yellow and black from the CDI to the ignition. That's black and white. Okay. Sucks. Cause I can't like figure it out while I'm live streaming because I'm not concentrating on it. Anyway, this is a good lesson to Craigslist scammers too. Don't steal and don't sell defective merchandise at a high price. I actually didn't even want to buy it. I didn't even want to buy it, basically. Black and white goes to here. So where's the other one go to? Fuck. We don't know. So let's get the to clean. I got to. If I repair this, I'll clean this basement and organize it. But every time I do that, I disorganize it because I can't find things as well. Like if it's disorganized for me, I'll find it. If it's organized, I won't. So we have an ignition cable going to the kill switch ignition switch, black and white. So the other one's the 2-prong is the one going to the ignition kill switch. So that has to have good continuity. Otherwise, I presume there's nothing going into the CDI if that occurs. So it should ring up. Hold on. Right there. My mom's just excited that you're on camera. You're on camera, Wayne. Yeah. So this right here, very nice design here, very simple. That's why I like this moped so much. The design is amazing. looks fine. Huh. Next step, why do I not bring it over here? Okay. Hold on. I have to take a break. Where is the diagram? There. So I have to take a break actually, but right here. So we checked this and it looks like it appears to have good continuity. And this happens to have good continuity. And, the green to the black, we'll check that now. On the ignition coil system, green to ground to battery. See that? That's a new battery. That means I'm not lying about anything I say or do. I'm fucked up now. You think that the moped thieves in Britain? You think that they just had their mopeds stolen? Why they steal? I think that's it. Some like someone was trying to make rent and started stealing mopeds, and then they started stealing just for themselves, though, not to make rent. Yeah, that's good. Oh wow, you sure got me here. I'm almost jealous at how far I got without catching the circuit. I tested the starter, by the way, so that's off the list. I'm actually so jealous now. Tested the spark plug, that's off the list. Tested the coil, that's off the list. Tested a few of the wires so far. I tested the CDI wires, that's off the list. So I don't want it to be this right here, but I don't know. Someone at a parking lot could have sprayed it with some glue or something, so I have to take out the stator now. I have to do that. Maybe they like vandalized the scooter, you know. I want to do that last, which means like not now, but like, you know, when spring comes around, because I don't want to buy a new stator, to tell you the truth. I could take the one out there from that, but that stator's also bad, believe it or not. It takes 30 seconds to start. All I want to do, to tell you the truth, is those things. So we're stumped here. I actually do think it's a stator failing. So lucky. If only the engine could have just broke before the spark went out, you know. If only, man. But I had to try it 3 times that day. I wasn't good. I wasn't settled for 2. I had to do a 3rd time, and the spark failed. But the engine was breaking with the spark, basically. It was going haywire with the spark. That means compression. That means I'm going after you, Williams. You don't want to fuck with scamming people, dude. I know exactly who Joel is. Nothing's gonna stop this Joel guy from getting fucked over.
Alex!
What?
I guess Paul not coming. It's Monday.
Is it 7:30 or something?
He never comes.
What time is it?
Now it's is 6:57.
Yeah, he'll come in a half hour or so.
You see the news then.
All right.
They're not coming.
Yeah, he'll come actually.
Who cares?
He will come.
But I'm not doing anything anymore. We'll go to now rest because I'm awake all the day. Nothing happened. Only pictures and
There, that means I will come. I will come for you. Indirectly. I dropped that. Anyways, yeah, that hurt. So, I guess I am still alive here. I guess that's how it works. Is I'm still alive. Um, yeah. So we're looking at this, and I crossed everything out. I crossed all of it out. Green, yellow. Oh, the solenoid, right? We gotta test the solenoid. I was like, what's that? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost. I didn't know I got ripped off. Where's the rubber band? I did a second. I dropped the phone and it landed on the carpet, but I can't find the rubber bands. There's a sock for the forehead. Fuck. I put them somewhere because I have OT. I probably put them somewhere on the camera too. Not gonna lie, my LED is, you know, I was born underweight and I forget very easily. I've lack of neurons. Maybe. Maybe. I put something down, no, maybe. I don't even know how I did that by just standing here. If I'm here, then how did the rubber bands disappear? Like now we can't live stream. Um, I can't find out where what the fuck? That's so strange. That's a metal shaker. That's a metal shaker. Touch. Hold on. That's it right there. I need all of that. And I need all of that. You're gonna need bandages upon bandages. Like, You're gonna need that shit like like wait, what's that organization called? The uh, you're gonna need that shit hold on. You're gonna need that shit like like the UN needs that shit in Africa in their trucks like the UN needs that shit in Africa in their trucks. You're gonna need it that bad. It's gonna be an emergency kit with everything in it for you. Anyways, pretty sure the engine is decompressed. I'm not gonna verify it now, but right now I lost my rubber bands. Maybe I put them down somewhere. Oh, maybe I used them for my hair. No, no. I do have that where I forget very easily. You know, it's like I can't grow back my brain neurons, and that's actually what a lot of rejects in society have. But they've had bad lives too, and they've been abused. So I'm just teaching this Weems guy a lesson. I'm not trying to get in trouble here. I'm gonna teach him a lesson though. Anyways, we have to get new rubber bands. It's unfortunate. We have to get these new rubber bands up in here. Oops. Hold on, how does this work? Okay, now I'm in Google. Damn it. If I'm alive, why isn't the time changing? Yeah, it is. Okay. Uh, I'm not gonna lie, let's not use it. We'll just not use it. We'll just put it right here for now. I swear to God. I swear to God, the rubber bands did disappear. Um, Back to work, I guess. We're gonna check the solenoid now. And because it's not mounted on my head and because I have LED and my rubber bands disappeared, you're not gonna see how it's checked. unpack. Very simple here. So where's the light? My LED. Oh, wow! It's right here. It wasn't in there. Wow. My LED, like, I don't understand. It's almost like I'm retarded. I know, it's kind of retarded. Your boss means that's your boss. So, get that there. What else is there going on here? Came to realize that there's a small one, not a big one, but the connector to the solenoid is attached permanently. That can't be real. What? Oh, it's way down there. It's way down there, guys. It's way down there, guys. It's boring. Roger. We found out what it is. Look at that. Look at that. What? Are you serious? I wasted my time on that? Fuck! They got me. That's just the solenoid. Connector's really loose. Like, I don't know. We need to make pins for it. I don't know. Fuck. I wasted a lot of my time. It's a solenoid pins. This is gauge wire. Might be too thick. Here we go. That's the gauge wire. See, I put something like, whoa, where Oh, it's the wrong way. Okay, you weren't even seeing me there. I'm really bad. Why don't I just reverse it actually so I can see it? So I just wasted a lot of my time on taking that out when I didn't need to. Here's the gist of things. This is what I see it, what it is. What it be is what I see. Um, the solenoid connection is really loose, like it's not making contact. Wow. Uh, yeah, it's not making contact on the solenoid connection right there. I think that's it. So we'll move on to that. Um, yeah. Where's the? All right, my LED right there. This is the wire I get to use. It's a standard wire. So you just put the prongs. You just stiffen the prongs up so that the prongs don't go loose. Something like that. And you put it in a prong. Yeah, the prongs get bad contact. It's not verified that it's just that we found a problem. Like, that's all it is. I don't think it's it though. We're gonna move on. That one's fine. Again, where you gotta work slowly when you're a mechanic like me. If you don't work slow, you'll mess up. So I don't know why I opened their front harness just now. That was kind of a mistake. But we're gonna leave it open, just in case. Just in case. These people don't go. I don't know when I'm locked off. I don't know when it's big that news. shape that doesn't get you in trouble. You getting fucked up on these. You got fucked around in trouble. Problem is that it's still loose. Go ahead and take out the connector. Oh, let's go ahead and take that out. Engage wires too short. I don't like things that are broken, so we're gonna have to find out how to tighten it. I'm buying because there's lots of junk here, but it's useful junk, and it's coming to me. A copper wire right there, this thing. So this looks like it might be thick enough for a pin stable. Are you serious? It had, oh fuck. It had to land right there, right on the screws. So the screws go everywhere. This is what I hate about being a mechanic here. The screws just went everywhere. One. What the hell? A brand new battery. Okay. God damn it. Some screws are missing, so I have to replace them with a box of screws. God, it had to land just because of stupid, like, what are the chances, you know? Oh, no. Yeah. What the fuck? Like, I hate iPhones. I hate technology. Anyways. I had pins in here and they fell out through the other end. I get it. I should have taped the other end. But I do. For the wings. So we're gonna take that end now. That's why there are no pins in there, but there are everywhere else. I'm not stupid. That's where it works. Oh, before we put it on, just for fun now. I mean, I know it works, but you want to do a continuity check of the red wire to the red wire. Since we opened this and all, you might as well. So, it's too positivity is a good thing. This is so dead. Continuity spec. Now, here's a police. It actually kind of is. Yeah, we're done. Now we hooked everything up and I'm going to put it outside and I'll start it to see if there's still a spark on the spark plug. I'm not going to take the spark plug out because I did that like 10 times. So I'm just starting it. I can tell in a second. I'm that good. I can tell that there's no spark within a second. Anyway, let me give you a tour. Hold on, let me hook it up back up. Okay. Okay, it's working. So, that's a flashlight. You won't see anything without a flashlight. Right. So, see that? That should be all strapped in. That should be strapped. Everything should be strapped. Everything should be really well strapped. Alright. We'll take it out for a second. And with shoes, obviously. I'm not even gonna lie. I think we could just start it inside. It's raining. I don't want to start it outside. I don't want to do that. What we're gonna be doing is very simple and not very complex. Huh? Rotate device back. Okay. Really bad technology. I don't even like technology. Like I don't. Why? Like why does technology not resemble a video game console? You know? And we're gonna start this up, and I'm gonna show you that the spark will either fire or not. So it'll probably not fire, and we're actually hooking up the ignition cable right now. So I'm just simplifying the matter, and live streaming helps me concentrate. It helps me move a little slower. If you move too fast, you'll take everything apart without a reason. I did that before. Yeah. Make sure that's green. Oh. You see that? I cannot see in the dark. It looks like it's green. Yeah, so I'm just gonna fire it to make sure this. Oh my god. Oh, really? Oh, fucking technology, right? Like, why do lithium batteries die so quickly? Like, what's wrong with you? Do you think a Tesla will last 10 years? I'm serious. Because it won't. Unless, alright, the battery's dying right there. Like, what? So, I'm trying to think first. Like, sometimes I'll unplug something and not realize or something. So here it is. It should even fire up, actually, to tell you the truth. But I don't know. Hold on. Just concentrate a little bit. Yeah. Oh, no. The key was on this whole time. Fuck. That's not a good sign. Oh, no. That's not a good sign. You should always turn everything off. Yeah. So we still have a problem. That's an indication of no spark. Basically. When it goes wow wow or wow wow, yeah, like that's no spark. I hate technology, by the way. I keep saying that because I do, and you know it's a fundamental aspect of things. It should be very simple, but it's not. Like something like a spirit could be blocking something, you know. You could check everything, and that spirit could still be blocking the signal, you know. because he doesn't like you. Like I don't really, how you say, that spirit Weens is blocking the signal before I make the move. If I find this Weens, it might be a summer day. It might be next season when your spirit leaves or some shit. When I find this problem, you're so fucking dead. You got your employer in trouble. I'm gonna end his career. I'm gonna break his fucking windshield. That's $600. I'm gonna rip his tires. That's $1,000. You lost. Because I'm tired of these scammers on Craigslist. I buy from Craigslist all the time, and I always get scammed. Why is that? I didn't scam anyone. I guess you're telling me. I guess God's telling me to do a greater goal and get the last person to scam me. Like a lottery ticket, you lost, dude. I did background checks, I did everything to make sure you lost. I didn't even want to give you the $500, but yeah, you wouldn't settle for $400 because it was a scam. You lost because I knew it. I knew it. You're so dead. Anyways, here's a gist. Maybe the solenoid needs to be tested. We didn't test that yet. And what happens here is up here, there's that whole series of wires. And they're all in via pins, you know. Because this problem, the pins could have fell from the back. So they're all not in, and we have to check them all. But I guarantee you this, like, when I find you, I'll find you. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking destroy your property, man. Because I'm gonna think it's a good thing that I'm doing. Oh, here we go. See that one's really loose. And it happens to be the solenoid wire. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. This problem came up before. Is there even a pin in there? Did the pins fall out of the back? Because I just thought about that. The pins can just gyrate out of the back. I hate this thing. I hate it. But before this live stream's over, I swear to God, I'll just get to start, you know? Like I'm that professional. I'm that good at this. Where is the flashlight? The pin connectors? Like, how did I lose everything? Okay, where is the flashlight now? Fuck. So, flashlight's actually required to win. Oh, there it is. So this is how we win in America before. Through street justice. Street justice. That spread from England to America. Yeah. Let me get some. I'm just gonna do it. Pinned. Not pinned. The pin fell out or something. What? God damn it. But how? I usually bend the pins. so they don't fall out, like I'll do this. I'll use a screwdriver like this. Or maybe that one was straight or something, I don't know. It fell out. I use these tweezers right here. And I'll bend the edge of the pin so it doesn't fall out. Because we necessarily kind of know what the problem is. What I also do for a quick solution is I take out all these and then I do a cross connector from red, yellow to be honest, I have to look at the diagram, but it's a cross connector and it always works. It worked on the other moped too, before the engine compression came in, the scam compression. I don't do engines, but I can. This is Japanese, so I could fix the engine by aligning the belt. I just haven't gotten there yet. As for Baby Wings selling me an engine compression, I will retaliate on him. Hold on. Like we're not in Kansas anymore. Like, scamming is just not a good idea. Oh man, now look what it is. The hook went on upside down. Is this on? No, this isn't on. This is all wobbly, like it's gonna break. Like sometimes I'll think about something and it'll break. It's weird. Like if I think hard enough about it, it just breaks. It's a really cool superpower, thanks God. God. But that's why I like to think about these things that break. Casey Mustard is the cokehead. What a coincidence. I'm just kidding. I don't know. You can't know until you find out. That looks in really well. It looks very secure now. So. Now we're looking for another wire, like another loose connector. It's so stupid, by the way. Like, why don't you just build it right, you freak? Like, I don't understand why moped companies think they're so smart and stuff, but the simplest things make them really dumb. Like, I don't even understand why they do that. Why do you use standard connectors? These connectors don't even work. They have to be pinned. Other than that, yeah. This was like my first problem after buying it from Weems. That whole electrical circuit went out and I had to pin every single connector. The pins are still there, but some of them might have fell out by now because maybe I didn't tape it that well. I don't know. Yeah. And you always want to make sure, So let's start it up again. I'm gonna just test it to see if that was a problem. I'm actually looking at other connections to make and making sure if any other ones are loose. Because that's usually an electrical problem if your spark plug doesn't work. That's all electrical. To tell you the truth, I don't even ride this thing. I rode it for 700 kilometers. That sounded a little bit louder, so that could be a battery. No, it's moving too slow. That's no spark. What the hell? I can't believe I can't believe God is real. Like seriously, like some some freak divine intervention delayed me finding out that this was compression. Because compression is you going too far. Like I don't want to do cylinder repair. Okay. I don't want to do that. And I said, yeah, this better last more than a year, Williams. And guess what happens? This fucker, the great Lord, he gave you a ticket out of here. I checked every single wire and there's still some ghostly engine compression. Sorry, spark. There's the spark's not igniting. I checked the spark against the frame. I checked the spark many times. I replaced the spark. I bought a new spark. I have 3 ignition cables. It's not a problem. I know what a spark does. I know what the wiring does to the spark. I checked all the wiring to the spark. I'm kind of stuck here with the illusion that an entity is stopping the spark, or the stator failed. Fuck. All right, let's check the stator right now, Wayne. I'll even replace the stator. Get you. Michael or some shit. What was your name again? Ted, man. Even though you're not Ted, I'm gonna get your boss. Because I know he will be. I hope he's watching too. I hope that one person on YouTube that's weird. Um, so we're using our best ignition cable, that's not a problem. But, you know, you have to you have to swap sometimes because all these cables are kind of old. So let's go ahead and swap it with the original. You know, just in case. I'm hoping it's the ignition cable. Usually. I can actually tell it. Basically, I'm gonna call this, you know, it's 30-year-old. Because you got 30-year-old that owns a mansion, like what the fuck? No, that's not him at all. That's Joel. Mike, Joel, and Raven. Dude, you have really weird names. Like Raven? Really? From the Teen Titans? Oh. what they're watching, verifying the fact that we're on the game. So we keep switching ignition cables because it's a good thing to do. Because in case the gin get involved and start breaking your wires, you have to do continuity checks or just switch ignition cables. I just don't want to do the stator right now. The stator's what? I definitely don't want to do the stator. I'm gonna have a spare stator. The other one over there sucks too. Oh man, I did it again. Wait. No. And now. Yeah, that means no spark. Does it though? I'm confused. Let's check the battery to see if the battery's dead. It might be a dead battery. I don't want to take out the spark though. I'm going to get this. Oh look, my LED. Like welcome to the dark side. My LED disappeared. No, it didn't. I don't know where my power meter is. I fucked up his boss's shit, man. Do business right in America next time, motherfucker. I seriously think I'm not onto it right now, but like I will be. I will find the problem. Where is in fact the power meter? My LED really is that bad. Wow. Like I'll put something somewhere and it will vanish. Like, bye bye. That's why I keep everything out because I'm gonna put it out anyways because I'm gonna forget where it is. Or it will vanish. It will go and that's the problem. That's the problem that Weems is gonna encounter too. I will go to your fucking boss's house and I'll break. If I find out this is engine compression later, I'm gonna break you, man. I started it 3 times instead of 2. That was a big mistake and God saved you there. Because the spark would have still been working. The spark would have, swear to God. You saved your ass, man. So, yeah. So I'm worried that the spark, the spark is the issue. But, you have to check wires upon wires. And continuity doesn't work all the time. Sometimes you have good continuity and the wire will be loose. As a matter of fact, my ERV, which recharges the battery when I drive, has that. That's why I don't drive it a lot. I don't have screw-in connectors like I do with the gas, and the connectors always come loose. The main connectors always come loose on it. So now we have to check every single wire again. It's not even that fun. It's actually kind of not fun. I mean, and we have to pull all these wires out and check the write the colors down in order, then check the and then do a cross wire. A cross wire bypasses the ignition switch, and it bypasses the say the spark plug is just bad. It'll bypass the spark plug, and I can just turn it on via the kill switch or spark plug. And that's exactly what we'll do for fun. We'll turn it on via the kill switch and the spark plug for fun. I don't think it's the key. The key is really durable. And it always turns on. And I don't think it's the ignition switch either. But we're looking at the spark plug obviously right now. One time on the Tau Tau, actually, I came across a weak spark plug. So these things get really weak. Oh, we don't have to do all that for the spark plug, do we? No. All we're gonna do is just test it up here on this broken part. This part right here is broken, so that's good news. Bad news is I don't have 3 hands. No. Can I get this spark plug out? It's green, white, red, yellow. Red, yellow, green, white. Oh, it's a solenoid too. That's where the problem is coming from. Green, white, and red, and yellow. As you know, the red was very loose. There's continuity here. For some reason, but it's not on. Oh, shit. What? That's not looking good at all. What? Really? Really? The continuity here is not changing. It's like the button's always on. What? Are you serious? Oh, I get it. The continuity is, the button is always on. This is a CDI, right? Hold on, my brain is freezing right now. This is annoying. Because we have to take out the pins because we're not getting a good contact. Very annoying. So just pull the pins out. I should forget half of the things I do on this thing. Wait a minute. So the continuity's up right now. It's up at 30. So when we press the button in, it'll be down or something. I don't want to take apart that. This is really flimsy, and that will crack if I take it apart. I don't want to do that. Oh shit. What? Do it again. I think I was using the green. Oops. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, why is the continuity on? Like, isn't it a switch? Yeah, it's off, basically. It's off. Look what we have here. Interesting. It's off when we switch when we touch the spark plug, it's still off. You know what that means? We found our problem. It's the spark plug. It's gotta be the spark plug. So I was thinking about actually bypassing the spark plug and just flipping this on and using the brake wire, because that, like, who needs a spark plug, you know? What is a spark plug? What is a starter even for? Turn the key, you turn the key, right, and you flip this on, and you pull down the brakes, and that's what starts it. Like, why do we have to use a starter when we have a kill switch? That might be good news that we're entering, because I don't want a starter. I don't want to press a button. I don't want to press a button to start it. So that might actually be good news. Let's just give it another try or two. Another few tries just to make sure that this Hydra is fully functional. Okay, now I'm weirded out. Now I'm weirded out. The continuity is above the roof now. Like my brain has electricity in it or something. What? That's not even right. I'm so weirded out now. Hold on. Oh, that's voltage. Hold on. You gotta start over. Alright, that's definitely no continuity right there. Watch. Bam, still no continuity. We found our fucking problem. We found our problem. My spark plug is bad. I mean, the starter button's bad. That's the problem. So, because I'm a Jew or whatnot, I'm not gonna buy a new starter. I'm just gonna bypass the green and yellow wire and the red and yellow wire and just start it with the key. You know? The key will start it. sense? Just like a car. Like, why do you need a starter button? Does anyone ever realize that you have a bunch of buttons to start motorcycles? I did. I just realized it. Anyways, we found the problem, so I have to end this. This is the problem right here. The 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 this is going up to the. Is this going to the wiring harness? Am I just stupid? Okay. Um, Hold on. This is the wiring harness right there. So this is going up to the starter. And what's happening is that we're not getting a signal. Um, right here. See the green and white wire and the red and yellow wire are the solenoid, just as I thought. Green and white. No, that's green and yellow. This is what I get for working in the dark. Oops. Damn it. Uh, Hold on. Red and yellow, green and white. Or uh, um, why is it? Why is it green and white? So it's going down. I can see it going down into the harness. So it's going down here. So, but it's none of these wires right here. So maybe I just didn't do this for long enough. And I forgot everything. Um, hmm. Fuck. What? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I don't want to take that off. No way. No way, Jose. Green and white wire. That doesn't even exist. Let's go get the diagram. That's a diagram, right? Wow. Yo. There it is. Oh, that's a green wire. Okay. And it's twined into the green wire. So we got the wrong wire, obviously. So let's keep working on this. There is a green wire here somewhere. And it's the green and yellow, see? That's the wire. That's the wire it's going into. I think I am right here. I think we found the problem. But just in case we have some continuity checks, just in case. The fact is that what? Not working anymore. Looks like, so we'll just unplug it to verify it. Now I'm not satisfied, you know? So now we gotta unplug it. This is gonna be dangerous because this is really flimsy. It can break very easily. Huh. Okay. New idea. New idea, gay empire. We get we got to put a flashlight on our head. Oh, what's that? What's this? What's this for? I don't have the harness. I had a harness, but I think got this idea from a shitty cell phone broadcast. I got this idea from a shitty cell phone broadcast. Okay, excellent. Okay. Now, tricky. You need a screwdriver. Wait, a prod tool. I just saw it. Well, I almost stepped on it. So, where's the prod tool? I'm not with you. I won't repair my car on the same day you repair your car. I'll be away from the pack. is the prod tool. I saw it. There's a prod tool. I don't need this one. I need the longer one. I'm going to use this one right here. Gosh darn it, Empire. Anyways, let's not break this. I don't want to take this off either, so it's a big waste of time. This won't work. It doesn't reach. No. No. Maybe. Waste of time. Oh, yeah, it's a waste of time. Now we need tweezers. And we got it out. Now we need to test the starter spark plug itself because, you know, I'm lazy. I don't want to take this apart and then track the green and yellow white wire to where it goes. It might go through to the dashboard first, see what I'm saying? And then I'll feel really dumb. It'll go there first. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Make sure your headlamp falls. And damn it. Looks like it works fine. So now we're going to check the red wire, then the green wire. Looks like that button works fine. Like, seriously? So I'm pretending this is going to the harness. And the green and the red and yellow wire is very obvious. The green and yellow wire is the green and white wire, Mr. Hawkins, Mr. Sherlock. I hate this. I hate this. I hate doing this. I hate hate Steam. Like, I hate your web browser. It's so bad. It's so sucky. Like, why? I don't understand why a company would do that. And I don't necessarily like gas mopeds. God, I don't know. What the hell? Really? It goes right back in there. Nope, don't want to go out. Okay. So, so close. There. Red. And, yeah. Nope. Yeah. There. Right there. That's perfect. Our looks fine. Now for the green. Right there. Right there. I don't even like this job. I don't like to do this. I like it super right there it goes back in there. Okay, green. To green. Nothing. What? Are you serious? Green to green says nothing. But why? Yeah. Let's see here. It says green to green says nothing, Lisa. It definitely says that. But the problem is that it's a green and white. We gotta remove this. Or check the diagram. Where? Red and yellow checks. Green does not check out. Green does not check out, everybody. What the? Alright. Maybe it's that one. I knew that green went to like this shit right here. We're gonna bypass it. I swear to God, it's the dashboard. It's just shit wiring. Like you never put something through a dashboard and then wait. It can't be going through the dashboard, or the dashboard wouldn't turn on. Voila. The algorithm. Where does the green and white up here go if it doesn't detect it down here? Well, that's a tough one. And we're gonna have to take it apart, even though I don't want to. Yeah. We're gonna be live for 48 hours. So we have lots of time. I'm what you call a bad mechanic right now. I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to work on it. But why would the spark plug not be detected in the green and yellow wire? I say we don't take that out. I say we bypass, we unpin everything and we bypass the spark switch, you know, just in case. Get it started again. Okay, but to do that, you don't want to pull a stupid right here. A red, yellow. We're gonna have to pencil the diagram in. Because I did that before and I don't like to guess. So, it takes a long time to guess. I hate this shit. Like shit. I'm only doing this because I have this weird feeling. And this is why I'm working still. I have this weird feeling. That I'm gonna have to get things. And I'm gonna have to get you. And you're gonna understand why I got when I get you for the engine compression. Because you shouldn't have fucked with the mechanic, motherfucker. I know exactly who you are and where you live. Like a mad Ashura. I'm gonna get you, but I'm just gonna get you to teach you a lesson. That scamming is not fun in games. At least get away with the scam, you know? If you got away with it, I wouldn't care. If you like kept everything undercover and you didn't talk so much, I wouldn't have cared. But you were talking way too much. Black. Red, yellow, green, yellow. Damn it. Like, why can't I draw? Damn it. Wait, no. You'll understand in the end. When you try to steal the pages that I fucking got you. I got your fake dad. Damn it. Wow, I just drew it really big now. I just didn't have a good month. And I don't really like February. So, what? Yeah. Black. Red, yellow. Green, yellow. Blue. Orange. Yellow. White. I just see yellow. Blue, white. Light bulb. Light bulb. Soon I'll get you, 'cause this time I will. This time I will actually get you. Yeah. There it is. LED. Where was I? Brown. Brown light. That's now we can just take everything out. Yeah. Is that a yellow? Take that one out first. Again. I took out of the rectifier. I'm gonna know. This is gonna be fun. I can't believe we saved your ass. If only I didn't make that third turnover. If only I just got to my house and walked. Got to my house and turned it over. I shouldn't have turned it over. I should have just got to my house and left it there. Because the third turnover was the last turnover. But the engine was braking while it was on, get it? Engines don't do that. They don't fail piston compression, it means. And now God's fucking with me, because now I'm being delayed from getting my revenge. Like, I don't like scammers. I grew up with scammers. I was scammed on the Greyhound many times, and one was almost threatening. You could have ended my life. I'm like Captain America when it comes to getting justice against scammers. You just picked the wrong guy. There are many Craigslist guys out there, but you picked the wrong one. Now I have to fix this myself. And you know what? I'm going to fix it myself. But later, you know, end the stream for now. Um, yeah. So it works, but it's in low power mode. So I'll be right back. That. This one get in power. I'm with the scissors hand says father and shit. Anyways, I got some good news on the repairs. I just had dinner, and so I got a chance to look at the stator wire. And the red black wire does look it does look loose, like maybe it won't have a signal. It looks like it was pulled out somehow. You know, through electromagnetic forces or whatnot. It was just pulled out. And I'll show you what I mean. Because the stator turns, so that means it's working. But, you know, it's somebody pulled it out. Right here on YouTube's light. See that? See that red and black wire? Hold on. There. See how it's pulled out a little bit? And now see how it's loose up there? I think that's it. I definitely think that's it. Ah, damn it, it's not it. The wire was fine. But hey, let's just continuity checking. Everything looks fine, as if like an evil entity destroyed it. Red black to the stator. I sort of that's what I'm getting. Those backs are doing drop. Okay. What? Oh, what? Ah, what a great idea to put it down. Okay. See that game par flips itself. Nah, it looks fine. The stator looks fine. I hate the game par, man. It's so unfair. Yeah. Now we gotta shut this shit. Yeah. Get that. Black and red. Where's the black? There's one. Try. Checked every single wire and it's all fine. I can't stand this sorcery. Like, a spark plug only has 3 things, so I'm thinking this, the gay empire managed to destroy my stator by looking at it. Like shit. Like, all you did was look at it, motherfucker. Dickhead. Fuck. I can't get wings. Some asshole saved his life, man. I would still get wings, man. I wouldn't kill him, but I'd fuck up his boss's shit. I might still get him if we can get this. If we can dispel the sorcery of no spark on a spark plug. Like, we tested the ignition cables. We tested the spark plug. Oh. It is Amazon. Very true. They could be sending me bets. I didn't test the spark plug yet. Why not test it? Anyways, my old spark plug should work. So, yeah, technically we did. Everything is blocking me from the engine right now. I don't understand. I don't understand why my electromagnetic vehicle is so much more easier than this primitive piece of shit. I mean, isn't that more complex in wiring? Like, what the fuck? The wires pull out because the force is too great on the electromagnetism. So the wires pull at. I don't get it. The voltmeter on this thing. The voltmeter I don't have anymore because some dickhead stole it. The voltmeter on this thing goes off in midair. I could be standing here, it would go off. It doesn't do that on gas cars. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that on electric cars. It doesn't do that. It charges all the time when it's off. By increasing voltage and converting it into to 5 watts. That's a lot of watts. Like that's a dangerous piece of shit right there. Yeah, that's a Shivik weapon right there. Built in 2014, still has the same battery. What the fuck? Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But this piece of shit, I'm curious. Oh, we have to test the battery itself. We didn't do that. Alright, let's put the battery on a converter. It's a little low. I don't like the 1250 signal. I don't like it at all. I don't even know why it's at 1250. Like, shouldn't it be at 1270 or something? I hate gas vehicles. I hate them. Like, what's the point of using something that breaks anytime in here? And if it doesn't, if it doesn't, then aren't you doing society a favor by going into extinction for your weird ass technology? Yeah. Move ahead for good fucking vehicles, like electromagnetic vehicles. I don't like this shit. I don't like getting this fucker. We're putting the converter on to charge the battery. I don't want to use it, but it's a good inverter. Sorry, it's good. It's almost a charger, but it's an inverter. So it's kind of a battery resulfator. I don't have a charger. Negative, positive. As you can see, I'll show you my inverter real quick to show you how you actually charge a battery. Like, you don't charge it with heat, because this is my invention. I don't need it for that. This is an inverter, so you can see that it's a simple cell phone charger. That's 9 volts. And this right here, this one's gonna be some 200 milliamps, just somewhere in the milliamps. And this one right here is a whopping, 9 volt DC. That means it's about 12 volts at 2 amps, 3 amps max. Really good device here. Very good charger. Oh man. Hold on. It's not this cell phone. It's not this lithium cell phone, basically. It's not this cell phone that's really shitty. that died after a year. Definitely not that. I hate Apple, by the way. Why make cell phones if the battery dies and explodes? Like what? Why make cell phones if the battery dies and explodes? Like why? Like how are you gonna use a SIM card on that? Samsung's the way to go because they do it right. Yeah, so I just in series connected this and that. And now we're gonna have a charger. So I connected that there. And then it's not as simple as the Neanderthals say. You know, you can't just put the red to red, black to black. Even if it's converted to milliamps, you're gonna have a lot of voltage and it's gonna heat up your battery. Volts heats up batteries, I'll help you know. So you have to convert it to a lower voltage setting. So 20 volts is too high. So we use a conventional method of, hold on, I'm not gonna fly this thing up. Ridiculous. I'm not gonna be tricked on camera here. I was tricked off camera. One time I had like 2 beers, and I did this, and I turned the battery on when it was in reverse. That's exactly what I did. Like I hooked it up wrong. Yeah. So you want to hook up this fan, like a PC fan, to the positive terminal, like that. So see, it's just a common PC fan. Great. Wrong way again. It's just a common PC fan, and you hook it up to a 20 volt inverter. So it inverts 3 amps to some milliamps. You can't have just a milliamp inverter, mind you, because if you just have a milliamp inverter, it will fail. It won't charge your battery because the 3 amps, because the 3 amps is being converted into a safe milliamp range. If you just have milliamps, all you're doing is you're not creating an electrical current. You're just creating you're just creating heat. And great device here. I love live streaming. I do it every day. And what heat does is it creates a bad scenario. So if you have lots of amperage, going into a small amount of amperage, what you get is a really cool way to invert to charge dead batteries. Because the heat, believe it or not, is not going to the battery. It's being charged in the milliamps. So that cell phone, that transformer in there on the wall is kind of hot. It'll get it won't get burning hot. It just gets warm. Or is it the other way around? Milliamps is being converted to 3 amps. So you get a stronger current, and then you reduce it with the fan again because you get too high voltage and too high current, and that's very bad. So that fan takes about 6 volts, I think. It'll drain at about a volt at about a rate of 6 volts. 6 volts. That's how much voltage the fan will drain at. Say you have a 12-volt battery. Well, when you run a milliamp fan, you're not going to have a 12-volt battery. You're going to have a 6-volt battery. So I have a 20-volt charging system with low to high amperage. That means it takes low amperage and converts it to high amperage. Or maybe it's the other way around. I can't remember. High amperage converts it to low amperage. And so I have a very safe system here for charging batteries. And we're going to be charging that while we fix. Yes, this is irony because I'm so good at electric systems on electromagnetic mopeds. It becomes an irony, basically, what is causing the spark plug to turn off. Like, it's only been a year. And 700 kilometers? Like, what? I'm just really curious because of the low current. You know, you get service every 3 years or 3,000 kilometers. Yeah, that makes sense. But this caught me by surprise the other day. Spark plug failed because the engine was fucking up. Which brings me back to the spark plug was failing. Maybe a compression issue. Maybe I was ripped off at Craigslist, but it looked like I might have been. But I don't like losing, so we don't have much to do because I checked every wire. Like, I checked continuity for every wire here. I checked the solenoid. I checked the CDI. I don't have to check the rectifier. Like, what the hell is going on? It's like possessed or something. It's defying science right now. I will keep you posted, but that's just very strange. It's very, very, very strange. It just doesn't make sense unless, like, the CDI was burnt, and I have like 4 of them, so all 4 of them are burnt. But that doesn't make sense because I rode this last, and it ran fine. I rode that. The last time I rode that, it ran fine, and the parts come from that. I mean, sure, the compression caused it to start at 30 seconds, but that's definitely compression. That was definitely a scam right there. This It doesn't sound like anything's wrong with it. And I'm confused. I shouldn't even be charging the battery, to tell you the truth. I have a jumper pack for that. It's right there. But I do wonder, what am I the culprit? Was that a bad idea when I used this for 2 months? That from August to, I remember using it from August to like October or something. Like, I remember using it from August to October. That's what I remember doing. There's another moped right there. That one's engine's in pretty bad shape. It is from 2009, I think. Yeah. Don't trust the XG470. Everything on this broke. Like, it broke. Like, nothing on it ended up working. And at the time, in 2009, I knew jack about gas mopeds. I did manage to ride it though for like 6 miles, and that's when it broke. So I sold the parts on Amazon because I didn't know anything about gas mopeds. As a matter of fact, it might have been 2007. It was just a long time ago. No, 2007's that scooter right there, the electric one. 2009's this. Believe it or not, that thing's 2007. Runs fine. It runs like it was just bought. And it does that every time I ride it. It doesn't run like it's draining batteries, okay? Just get that, alright? Film that right there. Yeah. It doesn't run like it's like a part of it breaks down. Like a part might break down. Like, like that thing sucked. That thing sucked right there. Like that thing is like a Microsoft. It's like Microsoft Windows Microsoft. The engine kept doing whatever it wants. Sometimes it would go slow. Oh wait, that was this. When I in August through October, I was like, nah, I don't need a new battery. I'll just jump start it, because it still gets me from point A to point B. And I don't use it a lot. I just use it on the weekends or whatever. Guess what happened? Point A to point B ended up being Tyson's Corner. And the thing kept going fast and slow. Like, sometimes it'd go too fast, sometimes it'd go too slow. That's what happens possibly what happens if you take out a battery from a car and jump start it. It'll go fast and slow. Unless the car's in bad shape, then it probably won't even start. But most likely, if you know your car, you can run it without a battery. It would mean in a society that didn't have the technology of batteries, of strong batteries, they wouldn't have traffic laws. Everything would go fast and slow. So this is interesting right here, because there's nothing that I can spot on it. nothing. But there could be like a weak signal. Continuity can't stop a weak signal. Like a wire that has like 3 strands of copper connected to the connector will have bad continuity. That's the problem I might be running into. And you can check continuity on that and it'll still read. It'll still say, hey, this wire is good. That's why I don't like gas mopeds, is because they break down through a high amperage. But I'm not gonna lie, I can skip a lot of steps. I can disable the lights. I've done that many times. And I'm just going to start it with just the engine and the ignition. That's it. The engine, the ignition, and the starter. You can do that. No, you don't even need, I don't know. The engine, the ignition though. And the solenoid. Oh, shit, camper. Shit. Like, does this look like a universe to you or something? Like, are you getting closer to that? Oh, yeah, you're fucking dumb. Guess what it is? It's just a bunch of white wires. That's all it is. That's coded. It's not a galaxy. Calm down. Just calm down. Nope, not a galaxy right there. Anyway, I stopped drinking because I stopped drinking alcohol because it's bad for my health. I stopped smoking. Like, I will occasionally drink because I can control it, but to drink alcohol like every week, I've stopped doing that. Like, I tried to be gay like you know, and do something, every week. I couldn't do it after 3 years, 3 or 4. So I stopped doing that. But I will drink it. I will drink if you offer me drinks, so I will drink alcohol. And it was getting dangerous. I got a ticket up in August. I wasn't drunk or anything, but like, they knew that. Maybe someone knew that I drank and drove. I've drunk and drove before, but only in a 3-mile radius. Like, it's really easy to do that, and you can control yourself very well. But you get dumber. Like, I noticed that I don't remember things, even if it's like 6 beers a week or something. You'll just get dumber. It's like the alcohol destroys some nerves or some shit. I don't know. I've just noticed I've been getting memory loss. No, I wasn't binge drinking vodka, but like when I was a kid, I was. See, that's what it is it's nostalgia. anyways. Um, I'm still trying to think here. What could be ginning this? We checked all the wires, usually. And the lights turn on really well. Like the lights want to turn on. Hmm. Oh my god. Is that a lion? Okay. Oh my god, that cat's fat. Dude. What the fuck, man? Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, what the fuck? Mama. Say hi to YouTube. Let me zoom in. Mama. Oops. I mean, when I mean zoom in, I mean zoom in, I mean click on a Google ad that suddenly appears right where you put your finger. Not even on the side, like my fingers were in the center, and that's where the Google ad went. Mama, there it is again. Oh, I don't think I chat removed regarding your privacy. No way, man. I'm gonna get wings. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna destroy Jules' house. Joel fucked up. And Wayne's cooperated. It's just something's like, I don't know if it's your holy god Odin. I don't know what's protecting you. Or your girlfriend Raven. Yes, Raven does live in Manassas. Her name's Raven. She's 23. I don't actually know what's protecting you from being hurt really bad, or from your boss's shit being fucked up. But we are gonna keep checking this moped spark and see why it's so ghostly. It's so not there. Like it's almost like something saved you. A spark is not an engine problem. That's an electrical problem. I'm waiting. I'll be waiting for the wings. I'll get you. They'll give me total, like, that means my contract is Word. It'll give me total adherence for Word. I signed an agreement, but I didn't need to because I knew you were trying to scam me. You signed the agreement. Alright, basically I paid $500 and it tripled an investment to $1,000 of your money. not yours, Mr. Jewel Manassas. Dude, I will get Jewel from Manassas, man. Joel is a 38-year-old man. 30. Like, I'm 8 years older than him. So, right there, I know I can beat him up. Anyways, he's 30 years old. And he scammed with Weems, and he pretended to be Weems' dad after Weems pretended to befriend me. And then I was like, then I wanted to know more, so I kept questioning him as to why he wants the $500 so badly. Because I knew it was a scam, like he was a bad liar. It wasn't my fault that your shit's gonna hit the fan. I told him, yeah, alright, I'm coming back in a year if this shit breaks. That means I don't want compression engine issues. When I brought compression engine issues, guess what? You shit your pants and started lying. You even didn't show me your fake receipt. Like, I just know this is engine compression issues. But that's not what I wanted to buy. Get it? That wasn't part of my sale. Like, I want a warranty for that. 700 kilometers later, yeah, I was kind. I did not use it that much. I didn't even use it that much. 700 kilometers later, you got a problem. Basically, I'm just filming it because I'm so mad right now. Go figure. Fucked up with this. This works perfectly though. How you go anywhere with this? Yeah, it fits like a little boy or a little girl. It looks like the weight limit's like 30 pounds. But, 1,000 watt motor, the brakes were just fixed from grinding. Button accelerator, and that's why the spokes are worn. I just have to replace the spokes. The sprocket, but, a little wobble didn't hurt anyone. Like, that's, as long as it's aligned straight, it's gonna stop wobbling. It was not lined straight. That's what's wobbled just a little bit. I popped the tire because it wasn't lined straight. Just a few centimeters off. It's tilted just a little bit. Alright, I'm pissed. I don't care. I didn't even order pizza. Like, I didn't sign up for a pizza agreement every day. That was your call. And I'm making my own call. Because I have a right to. I'm going to get Weems for this. Yeah. Meow. And yes, you can have fish outside in the winter as long as the filter's covered with some sort of a blanket. The air filter, it's totally fine. It reaches 70 degrees actually in cold weather. No freezing water in the air. It was reaching 70 degrees in negative 12 degree weather. These tanks up here. Yeah. We're gonna get wings, man. We're gonna get wings. Another human being. That's how it was. Wait, I dropped this, or... Huh. Is it supposed to do that, or... Ah.